How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with another Let's Play episode. So this episode, I think we're going to mix it up. We have been doing a lot of work on this kind of tree type shop right here. And yeah, like I said, we're going to mix it up. And there is finally, well, there was a metal world, but it was right when I went back to work for like 3 days. And then you have to like spend a day just sleeping basically. And so yeah, I completely missed the metal world. However, there is a coal world that is relatively new. I think it's been out for maybe 2 days, and while it says, let's see here, yeah, best world is a metal exo world, apparently they do spawn on coal worlds, at least according to this forum post over here. Let's switch over to desktop, resource tab, let's see here, surface. Yeah, it says kindling mass kernel 7%, so there should be a reasonable amount of this stuff on this planet. And yeah, so let's hear what other we got. Vivid lilac gleam, dark lilac, night lilac. Oh, lots of lilac as far as stone colors, but so yeah, let's go check out this planet. It says, I mean, this is the Boundless forums, by the way, and Gorilla Stomp usually makes these kind of forum posts for the planet. It has a bunch of screenshots and information on the planet. But let's see here. Oh, accessible from Kolharu, 42 blink seconds. It'll be about 3,400 coins. So we're going to warp home, and I'll probably, let's see here, yeah, definitely need to clean up my inventory. So I'll clean up my inventory, get everything ready, and we will head out to this planet. Okay, so we're over here on the Portal Seeker Petroleum hub, and yeah, it really didn't take that long to kind of prepare because I already had a lot of the stuff I already needed. So I got some regeneration bombs just in case like I find some gleam and I like it and I want to gather more of it. Doesn't have just a whole lot of durability, but it'll be enough. Taking a primordial resin, I don't remember. This planet probably actually has petroleum, but I'll take it just in case. Got a liquid breaker in case we find some. We got some of the high performance grapples that we got for the last exo world. Oh crap, I did this last time too. I didn't grab a warp augment. There's a small possibility there might be location markers for sale at the Portal Seeker hub, but let's go ahead, jump over to Jiivita and check out the Jiivita Mall, because yeah, this is generally where I find the most reasonable prices. So we can hit K and what, warp, perfect, and buy from. So yeah, 19 coins. It's only 377 meters away. That's what I love about this mall, is that it pretty much sells everything, and most everything for sale on this planet is literally at this mall. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a box nature scene. So yeah, probably jump over to this shop, get our warp augment, and I guess meet you back over at the Petroleum hub, and we can head over and see about getting to this planet. Okay, and we're pretty much off. Amusingly, there was like a 7-day temporary portal that went straight to that shop, but of course I didn't know that until I got there, but it made it convenient to get back to the Petroleum hub. So basically what, we just need to go straight until we run into Kolharu. Or actually, I guess Kolharu, I think we make a turn at McRib, or Memorial Le Crib, or something like that. Memorial Le Crib, something like that, yeah. Oh, is it Hochus and then? Yeah, there we go. That was reasonably close. Oh, there it is. And oh, here we go, perfect. So there's a gleam location, different resources, tangle, ancient with twisted, sand, mixed woods, ash thorns. So yeah, I guess we can do the gleam. Oh, so we got a gleam and gleam 2. The Gleam 2 is cheaper. So does that mean the Gleam 1 is, or just plain old Gleam is better? I don't know. Oh, okay. They're both 25 coins. It's just that was a bigger stack. Okay. I guess we can grab both of these just in case one is like significantly better than the other. Pretty darn cheap. And also saves us from having to use our augments. And I went ahead and bought two, one for next time. I guess it'll let us put both of them in the totems just to kind of store them. And if we need a totem, we can just craft a few more. So there we go. Saves a little bit on inventory. Let's go ahead and learn these, return to Sanctum, and yeah, just open up a warp. Okay, so decisions, Gleam or Gleam 2. I guess we'll start off with Gleam and see what's what. Actually, let's see here. Let's compare the... Okay, so the coordinates really aren't that different, so they're pretty close to each other. I guess I should have looked at that first, probably, but oh well. Actually, I guess you can't see the coordinates until you're actually there. So let's come over here. So yeah, it's kind of looks pink to me. Here, so yeah, vivid lilac. So okay, probably. Wonder if this is the same color that's found on like Alcyon, and then there's another plant that has practically the same shade. I think it's oh crap, it's a toxic one. Shadow Tear. There we go. So yeah, maybe not the exact same color, but it's pretty darn close, and I don't think I'm gonna really fret over it. So but let's start thinking about hello. Start thinking about finding some kindling shred. I brought two atlases. One of these are actually the one from the previous Exo world. They kind of go blank sometimes. Sometimes they kind of get like stuck or something. So but let's go ahead. Wow, did I really just Oh, perfect, and we discovered a region just by coming here. So, you can find a cave. There is a particular kind of cave system I like to farm this stuff in, but of course there's no guarantee this planet actually has that kind of cave system, so might just do some random exploration slash kind of unlock some zones. And do I have my... Okay, there we go. So I have a special slot for the high performance grapple. Because most of the time these titanium grapples are perfectly fine for what I use them for, but thankfully, you know, coal worlds, as you can see, have water at the surface, so not that big of a deal. You go to a metal world and like there's no water. It's lava rivers and lakes and all that kind of fun stuff. So not really seeing any natural openings to caves, at least just yet. So it might just kind of pick a direction and unlock some zones. See if we can't find some caves. Pretty rugged canyons here. Oh, I guess they were after Ash? Ah, looks like they tore up something there. So yeah, like I said, I think this Exo World is about 2 days old. Usually I don't really bother going to Exo Worlds unless they're really like hours old, because I don't know. I guess I feel like if it's not still kind of in its pristine state, that it's probably not worth my time. But So this will be a little bit of an experiment, at least on my part. Wow. I don't know what my frame rate is, but kind of chugged there for a moment. Guess we can grab some dormant meteor loot. Sentinel Crest Kernel and Rough Ortstone. Not bad. I kind of thought the Sentinel Crest Kernels came from elemental worlds enough, but apparently not. Let's see here, is that... Ooh, it is. It looks like a pretty decent cave system. So here, looks like we do have this zone discovered, so if we find some kindling shred, we'll be able to put it in the atlas and at least see the immediate area. But unfortunately, yeah, doesn't go too far. I guess, what, continue about north. Kind of a interesting forest. Kind of all pinkish purpley. Okay, here's some water. Geronimo. Okay, is that... no. Sometimes you can find some pretty good openings to caves underwater, but again, it just really depends on the world generation. Okay, so we're south of question mark, so nice. Just keep going north and should get pretty close to discovering the next zone. Ooh, that looks kind of semi-promising over there. Southwest, so we need to go northeast, but yeah, that looks like it's gonna go somewhere. Oh, nice, perfect. And we actually need some combustion fraction as well, so kind of handy that we're gonna find both here together. Yeah, this almost, I don't know, it's like it's almost trying to be sort of like lava tubes. That's kind of the cave system, at least what I call it, because I mean they're tubes and there's usually lava around them. And so yeah, let's put this, where'd it go? Here we go. Put this in our atlas and see what pops up. Okay, so we've got some decent kind of splotchy hot spots. So those are probably kind of isolated little cave systems, I'm gonna guess. Kind of like what this is. Well, it's continuing to go on. Ooh, lava. So luckily this stuff does glow in the dark, so pretty hard to miss it as long as you get a direct line of sight up on it at some point. Got some hard coal there. Not exactly what we're after though. I think it was just, thought I saw something, but I think it was like a dust particle that kind of disappeared. We can kind of, yeah, see, it doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't, there we go. Put the light away. Okay, so either we're just in a cold spot, or it's completely possible that this cave has been already cleaned out. There's at least some... Oh, perfect. Combustion fraction. So, yeah, look at that. That is kind of impressive, actually. So, let's see here. I guess we can take a look. So I think we're still basically underwater, and see if this prefers being under anything. Altitude, any altitude, location underground, found on. It doesn't say anything about found under. And so yeah, that's not really going to give us any information on where to find it. So I was thinking maybe it'd say something like, you know, found under mountains or something like that. But so get my atlas working again. There we go. So yeah, I guess we can just return to the surface and go to one of these other hot spots. If we can't find a natural cave opening, we can always just kind of dig cautiously straight down. Hopefully we won't land in lava. But that looks like a pretty big hot spot, so hopefully that's not just like little tiny isolated pockets of caves, and that they're somewhat connected to each other. Because, I don't know, I guess I'm lazy. I don't want to have to go mining through a lot of solid rock just to find one little cave that may or may not have what we're actually looking for. I guess we could also, yeah, go a little bit southeast. Perfect. And discover this zone. At least for that bigger hot spot, might be worthwhile to discover the next zone. Try to get all of it uncovered, so to speak. What is that? Oh, I think that's a chunk of ice. Looks like somebody might have been farming it too. Ow. Oh crap. Like, please don't die. I think I still have the death penalty from the last exo world we went to, so let's maybe eat some food. There we go. I guess we could eat another one. There. There we go, perfect south of, so just kind of continue going north. Saw something blue over there. Yeah, nice, glow cap. Got the region. Deep slate. Not exactly the color I would have guessed that was, but I guess I don't have a great understanding of what slate is, apparently. I think of slate, I'm thinking like sediment and grayish, but okay. So that kind of looks a little tempting over there, but we said we're gonna head for this one, so I guess we can head for that one. It is pretty hot and compact right there, so hopefully it'll be a half decent cave system. Looks like we're right on top of it. Probably just gonna dig straight down to this, unless I guess there's, yeah, I don't think that's gonna really open up anywhere. Maybe we can kind of dig in. Yeah, let's get on top of it just to kind of play it safe, in case there's like 3 blocks underneath the surface and that's where the cave system starts. It's probably not going to be the situation, but doesn't hurt to try. that a dormant meteorite, or... Let's not play with petal trunks right now. Okay. I think we're maybe get a little tiny bit more centered. About right down here. Let's get... Oh, we already have our AoE hammer on. Oh! Might help to actually switch to our mining spec. So yeah, that other spec, it's kind of my utility, a little bit of everything spec. So that's farming, chiseling, and apparently warping to exoworlds. And then, of course, this is my mining spec, which doesn't have the warp distance skills. So the kind of the trick of doing that though is you kind of already need to have been on your warp distance spec for, you know, like what, 15 minutes? So that way when you get to the planet, you can immediately switch to a new spec. And it just kind of worked out perfectly that, you know, we were doing all that building on the previous episode, so we were using the farming spec for chiseling. And a little bit surprised I haven't found a cave, but I guess they're maybe fairly deep or just perfectly missing all of them. Guess we can kind of go horizontal a little bit. Of course, the direction we're going is kind of down the mountain, so maybe we should go the other direction. Maybe have more luck? Doesn't look too convincing at the moment. Aha! Oh, perfect. Look at that. Very nice. Go ahead and grab the combustion particle fraction, wherever you want to call it. Let's get away from... Ooh, glad we turned around. Locals are a little bit cranky, so we'll try to be respectful of their space. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty decent cave system. Not quite as good as the lava tunnels, but of course it looks like, is that gonna, it's kind of like a lava tunnel. Or tube, or... let's see here. Is it hot over... No. I mean, there's a little bit over there. Not much. But certainly not too shabby at all. So yeah, I get quite a few comments on my videos of like, there's a whole section of players, and I can relate to this, but they kind of view like anything that comes from an exo world is, well, it's not for them. Which I can appreciate, you know, because you kind of have to be a little bit flexible and like, oh, I'm gonna play, oh, there's this exo world, and that's not what I was planning on doing, but we can go ahead and check it out. Then there's a whole I guess group of people that is like, oh, exo worlds, they're too hostile, I can't survive on them. And I don't know, as you can see, what level is this planet anyway? It's just a coal world, so fierce coal world. Oh, so it's level 5 volatile, so it's actually a tier 6 cold world. So yeah, they're just as dangerous as any elemental world or tier 6 elemental world on the whatchamajigger permanent worlds or servers, whatever. So, except that I guess there's not elemental creatures. I don't know. We don't have any tier 6 permanent worlds to really compare this to, so. But, yeah, with a little bit of control, I'm not sure I even have the stealth epic on this character. And it can, you know, within reason, just walk around the creatures. I mean, that spitter's unhappy with me. I got a little too close to him, but particularly in this cave, there's little hope of him actually catching me. So, and then I guess there's also the issue of like the initial coin cost, but last I kind of vaguely looked, this Kindling shred is kind of pricey compared to at least other crops. It might be kind of interesting to experiment with growing this stuff with the intent to sell it. It just kind of sounded like I was like I'm going to grow some sort of illegal plant and sell it, but you know, that's exactly kind of what I intend to do is, you know, maybe see about using it as a cash crop. Because, I mean, I think the main demand for this is because of concrete, and we might make some concrete, but I'm not fully convinced we're going to use just a whole lot of it anytime soon. I think we've kind of tried to dodge that spitter. Seem to have run into a dry patch here. Let's check the... Oh, yeah, look at that. Where did we even start? We may have, like, decimated, or at least took a nice chunk out of that hotspot, because I'm not even sure where it was. That spitter's technically still after us. Good question. Maybe we came from over there? So yeah, I guess where this lava lake is, I mean, this must be the cave right here. Like, nothing really above. So it kind of makes sense we're in a dead zone. Hopefully, yeah, nice. I was like, please don't dip me in the hot tub. Well, looks like there's a little bit up here. So it looks like there should be some off in this direction. Maybe somewhere. Ow. So that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to go to an exoworld to get this stuff rather than just buy it, because that was a perfectly valid option, is just to buy the stuff. But yeah, I figured it'd be a little bit more exciting of an episode to show off how to find this stuff, and oh, now we're right back over here, and show that's really not that hard. I guess the hardest thing is waiting for the right plant to appear and actually being available when it appears, because that metal world that appeared right before I went to work for the week would have been the more ideal, because this stuff is best found on metal worlds. But then again, metal worlds have lava on the surface, so I guess it's kind of a trade-off. There's a little bit less here, but then we don't have to deal with lava at the surface. So yeah, somewhere around here. Oh, I see it. That's so nice. Like, if it wasn't for the actual glow and light up the world around it, I would probably have completely missed that. And that's kind of a dangerous hopper for... Let's see if we can manage to hit him. There we go. From a distance. Gotta love control. Got stealth and reach, all in the same stat. Oh yeah, I guess we can see... So yeah, I don't even have the shadow effect epic. And just max control, and that's usually pretty decent for keeping things off of you. A little nervous of where that hopper is. It's kind of funny. As I say, it's like, oh yeah, max control keeps the creatures off of you, and there's a hopper after me. So, but you know, it's not 100% foolproof by any means, but can certainly make it pretty easy to avoid most combat situations. And that's kind of one of the handy things about having like basically no extra health down here, is that as long as you're well fed, you pretty much regenerate any damage you take from like falling and whatnot. So it's like having more health is sometimes more of a hindrance than a help, unfortunately. Kinda wish health regeneration was more of a percent or something, with maybe a little bit of diminishing returns, so like, you know, you don't regenerate a ridiculous amount of hit points with really high health values, but or maybe I don't know, because the main issue is, I guess, the fall damage takes a percentage of your health. So if you're not healing a percentage of your health, then it's really painful to have a high HP. I guess we're just going to have to go to a different cave. Looks like somebody was digging around there. Here's that a low ceiling. And then there's the whole issue is like, well, but if it doesn't take a percent of your hit points, then... Oh wow, okay, so we're in like somebody else's mine, so to speak. But if falling damage doesn't take a percent of your HP, then you can use HP as an armor against fall damage, and that doesn't seem right either. So it's kind of a sticky situation, I guess. Okay, so let's return to Sanctum. Looks like we're up to about 30, well, it's 28 minutes, 29 now. Plus we got a little bit of me rambling in the Sanctum, so, but I think we still have a little bit of time. If we want to do more like a, I don't know, 40-minute episode, it'd be kind of nice to have a more reasonable length. I usually want to do like 20 to 30 minutes, and then it ends up being, you know, 45 to 50 minutes every single time. So I think, yeah, let's wander over to that hot spot. I'll probably just meet you over there and see if we can't find a little bit more of this stuff. Where did they go? Seeds. There we go. Okay, so we have 77 seeds. So, and theoretically, we need, bitumen or whatever. It's basically asphalt, or the solidified version of petroleum. I guess we can take a look and see. Okay, perfect. So I don't see any hotspots for resin, or primordial, resin. So there should be petroleum on this planet. I guess maybe we should run around and try to find some, because we'll need that to make this crop happy. And perfect. This is where petroleum spawns. Of course, it's like already gone. It's kind of amusing. It's like it's got this. It's almost like a little spigot, like it was an oil pump or well or whatever you want to call it. So, not amazing that it's already harvested, but we at least have a small idea of what we're looking for here. And the cool thing about the not primordial resin, here's another one. Yeah, it might be pretty well picked clean, but the stuff can be found underground. And what's kind of amusing is some people, since bombs don't affect liquids, you can actually use bombs to essentially bomb mine for petroleum. But we didn't bring any bombs for that purpose. So if we can find at least a little bit on the surface, there we go. We can put it in the atlas, and then we can dig it out of the ground if we get desperate. So there we go. Perfect. Oh, a little bit more. Little bit more. Oh, even more. I guess it's underneath that ash, which is not going to be broken with a totem. It's just sitting there laughing at me. Wait, there is a roadrunner somewhere. It's telling me how it is. Okay. Make sure, yeah, I think that cuddle trunk is gonna keep to himself. Yeah, I guess that's also the trade-off is all these hotspots, we don't necessarily know if they're out on the surface or if they're gonna be underground. So, it looks like there's one right over here, so that's not too far to see. Oh, that's right, I do have 2 atlases. I was just thinking, it's like, I should have brought 2 atlases. So I could have one for the Petroleum and one for the Kindling shred. And this will kind of test out and see and make sure that that last atlas didn't get stuck on the previous exo world. So nice, it did not. Let's put in... Okay, so it looks like there's a reasonable... Oh, excuse me. Okay, so it looks like there's a reasonable hotspot over there. But yeah, we were going to check out... I guess we're kind of on top of where it's supposed to be, so I'm guessing that means it's underground. Or it's like right under my nose. Oh, yep, sure enough. So, not bad. Of course, we're going to get a cuddle trunk after us, but I think the thorns will maybe protect us. Save me, thorns! You're my only hope. I think we're going to have to dig into this a little bit. Oh, is it? I think the source block is in the thorn block. Oh, yeah. That's amusing. There we go. Now all we have to do is figure out how to get away from them. Maybe we can we hit him? Because yeah, we don't have really any actual fighting ability other than our hammer does decent damage. Oh, it's an elite too. Oh crap, that's not good. Okay, this is where the high quality grapples come in handy. Run away! So yeah, not too bad, especially if you have a decent grapple and you're not afraid to use it. Or it can be decisive in its use, I suppose. Okay. Going. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. So one thing I like about mining specs, or I guess really any max tool spec, is that you can really do some pretty decent damage with said tool to creatures. Yeah, I guess I've never really tested out the axes other than my surface gatherer will take out roadrunners with his axe. Yeah. And at least way back in early access, there was a patch that they made hoppers a little bit more susceptible to hammers. Like it had a higher chance of stunning them or making them roll around. I have no clue if that's really still a thing. Seems like you hit them with a little bit of anything with enough damage and they'll start rolling. So, oh, nice. Wasn't even trying to find it. And it looks like we've got an entrance to a reasonable cave system. Maybe. See how far it goes. But, yeah, let's take a look here. Oh, wrong button. So we're up to 98. I guess 99 because one's in the Atlas. So yeah, I'll probably spend some of my own time gathering up some petroleum. It'd be nice to get probably at least a smart stack of the stuff. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well get more kindling mass kernel. But I think we're going to wrap this episode up pretty quickly. Let's kind of take a look in this cave. Just this nice. So yeah, it's like you can use the Atlas, but you can also pretty well just follow your nose. Just about any cave should have the cave resources in it. It's actually something I'm a little bit surprised to your coal worlds. I mean, it's a high enough level world. I haven't really seen any goo. Then again, we haven't been looking for goo, so... Oh yeah, I guess we could just hit knowledge. But yeah, there should be. Yeah, they say ultra rare and inorganic, but oh wait, no, I meant to hit P to go to the resource. Yeah. So yeah, there's no goo on this planet. Seems like there was. Maybe I'm thinking of Metal Worlds having goo. I don't know. Not really that big of a deal since that's not what we're really after at the moment. Nice. So let's get this one before we go down and get that kindling shred. Or mass, or I guess it's kindling mass when it's a plant. It's kindling shred, the actual resource, and kernel when it's a seed. And then combustion fraction, yeah, particle, and yeah, okay. And I guess kernel again for that. Because yeah, combustion particle, fraction, kernel. And I guess the plant is combustion fraction. I don't know. Boulder ring. Those are actually pretty rare. And I think you get an achievement, or there's an objective to go get several different types of boulders. Which, of course, I'm probably not on that objective, so... But oh well. I just remember on my main account, I was going around and deliberately trying to get that stuff done, and so I had to make special trips. It's like, I've never even picked one of these things up, because, I don't know, whatever resource they give, I just really didn't need. So rock salt, oil vine, and cobalt fragments. So yeah, there's plenty easier ways to get cobalt fractions. Or cobalt fragments, yeah. Alright, I don't know. I'm going crazy here. So I think we'll go ahead, wrap this episode up. I'm gonna run around and get some more of this stuff, or actually I'm gonna go work on the new patch video. Because they added, what, chiselable glass, and chiselable glass, oh, the new closed storage archetypes, like there's farming, metal, gleam, closed storage, so that's going to be great. And oh yeah, and then glass panes and the new chiselable glass will no longer count as towards the object limit. Did I say that right? Mesh limit, complex item limit. Yeah, I don't know. There's several different names for it. But so yeah, pretty cool update. I can't wait to check out the chiseled glass. So, and then hopefully I'll come back and get some more of this stuff before the planet expires. But yeah, it's going to be another long work week and might not get around to it. But that is way more than enough rambling. So at that, we'll leave the episode right here. This was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel and want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.